Hello, it's Paul the Ripples guy. Somebody asked me to make a pep talk about dealing with nervousness in presentations. So this is gonna be a little longer. We're gonna try to do this in 5 minutes. A lot of people think it's bad to get nervous before a presentation. You need to know this. Number one, lots of people get nervous before presentations. I do this for a living. I give dozens and dozens of talks a year. I still get nervous before every presentation, and it's a good thing. Nervousness is the energy for you to do your best. Nervousness evolved as a system. It's your brain and your body letting you know that something seems a little scary, it's a little bit new, it's a big deal. And that's all true. This presentation you're about to give, the presentation I'm giving to you right now, I got nervous beforehand because you're worth getting nervous for. I want to do a good job for this presentation. So the first thing you need to do is to make nervousness your friend. Recognize that it's there to help you. Too much nervousness, not useful. And we're going to figure out how to manage that. I don't want you to have an 8, 9, 10 of nervousness, but I do think it's good to have a 5, 6, 7 amount of nervousness. So here's how to keep it from being in the 8, 9, 10 range. There's 3 times that you can impact your nervousness. In the days leading up to a presentation, the day of the presentation, right before it starts, and then during the presentation. In the days leading up to a presentation, the 2 big things that you can do is prepare and practice. The more time you put into preparing, knowing your audience, knowing the content, what's the assignment or what's the goal of the presentation, what's the content you're trying to transmit, prepare, 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 and then practice, practice, practice. I have a rule. I always practice a presentation 3 times, start to finish, no interruptions before I give it. And I try to do that in the days leading up, sometimes as far as a week before I get done with the content so I can just practice on my morning walks. And if you practice something 3 times, it's going to be less new to you. It's going to seem less scary to you. And it's because it's not going to be as unfamiliar. And and so then that'll lead us up to the day of the presentation. And I will tell you that a lot of nervous energy is because our system has evolved from a time that when something got you scared, you were either going to have to run away or you were going to have to fight it. And so these chemicals get released in your body that are ready for physical action, either running or fighting. And most of the time when we're giving a presentation, guess what? We're not running or fighting. So that's why our voice can shake and our bodies can actually shake because it's got too much of this juice, this adrenaline and other chemicals in our body. So when possible, I really say the morning of a talk, go for a 20 to 30-minute brisk walk. It's enough to get rid of some of the extra juice in your system. If you can't do that, there's still a couple things that I always do before a presentation. Right before I go on, I take 3 deep breaths. Here now, here now, here now. If you've watched a lot of my pep talks, you know that here now is a huge part of all my talks. And it's because I start every talk here now, here now, here now. If I'm really nervous, I will add, I am relaxed, I am relaxed, I am relaxed after I do my here nows. And we don't have time in this 5 minutes for me to unpack why, but there's some solid evidence that says when you say something like that to yourself calmly, I'm relaxed, I'm relaxed, I'm relaxed. Your brain and your body then spend the next several minutes making some internal tweaks to help that be true. So even if you don't believe you're relaxed when you say it, if you just say that, it gives your body some instruction. It gives your brain some instruction. And then you're ready to start your presentation. And during your presentation, if you focus on your nervousness, you're going to make more of it. If I ask you right now, don't think of a big purple frog. What are you going to think of? You're going to think of a big purple frog. So you're going to want to focus your attention on your content, on your audience, on being here now. And then I like to add having a little something. Either I use this little avocado that my friend Pidge gave me to have in the background of my Zooms. I like to have some little thing that makes me feel good. Sometimes I try to have the color purple somewhere in my field of vision or on me because it's my favorite color. So having something to help calm us can make a big difference. I want to keep this tight. So let's just remember, Make nervousness your friend. And remember, there's 3 points that you can enter to try to keep nervousness from being too big of a deal. Before the day of a presentation, when you're preparing and practicing 3 times, the day of the presentation, try to exercise a little bit. Here now, here now, here now. I'm relaxed, I'm relaxed, I'm relaxed. And then finally, during a presentation, focus on your content, on your audience, and on something that makes you feel good, so that you can be distracted from the nervousness rather than drilling down and focus on it. Good luck with your presentation, and let me know if this is helpful. Bye bye.